Welcome back to Gunner Fan TV. Welcome back to another match reaction. Arsenal versus Liverpool today at the Emirates. Very, very frustrating result. For me, especially, very disappointing performance overall from the team. Nil-nil draw. We weren't able to break Liverpool down. And the frustrating part for me is this Liverpool team has been struggling all season. This is not Liverpool that a lot of people expected, and we did not take advantage of that today. They're a struggling team. We had the opportunity to go 8 points clear off Manchester City and Aston Villa, and we did not capitalize today. Overall, the first half was okay. The first half, we had a pretty decent showing in the first half, and I thought that we deserved something in the first half. We weren't great, but I think we did deserve something in the first half. But the whole game changed in the second half, and we weren't able to break Liverpool down. For me, what I saw was the champion come into the Emirates and they played a low block. I saw that for the majority of the first half. And the fear for me is that the longer it went on, the more Liverpool was going to get confident, the more they were going to realize that, we could probably get something out of this. And that's exactly what happened. We allowed them to go into a rhythm. And once Liverpool gets into a rhythm, they could take control because despite their performance and despite their form, they're still the champions and they're still a good team. They have quality players. And for us today to just go out there and just not capitalize on the fact that City and Aston Villa drew their games yesterday, right? And we're playing a struggling Liverpool. I'm not even going to say really struggling because they have had wins here and there, but the Liverpool team has been trash this season. Let's be honest. Let's just call it as it is. And we just did not take the opportunity to get the 3 points today, right? Overall, back four played well, and Capia had to come off with what seemed like a hamstring injury. But other than that, the midfield, we weren't creative enough. Odegaard for me was non-existent, and that's a struggle a lot of fans have with Martin Odegaard, the love-hate relationship where he gives you some good performances and then the consistency just goes and you're wondering, yo, what is this guy on? You know what I'm saying? He just builds you up to just break you down. You know what I'm saying? Everybody felt like he would show up today because he was on that trajectory from the last couple of games. He looked good coming into this game, so we expected him to just continue that run of form. But honestly, he was non-existent. You know what I mean? First half, Saka looked good, Trossard looked good, but we just weren't able to, you know, put the ball in the back of the net. Wasn't a lot of opportunities to be honest. Let's be fair, but chances were created. Right, Saka created a couple of chances going down the line past Kirk has playing it, across the goal, face of the goal. Declan Rice, same thing, played a couple balls across the goal. No one near to finish. Gyökeres wasn't there. And again, that's a whole conversation about Gyökeres, man. You know what I'm saying? He's just not doing the job right now. What we expected him to do, he's not doing it. And that could be down to a lot of different things, right? That could be down to, if people want to say, the way the team plays, the way we set up. But regardless of that, man, he needs to find a way, and he has been finding a way. And people could argue that, yeah, when he came off, the pressure became more intense, right? Because Liverpool defense were able to push higher because they didn't have to worry about Gyökeres, which is a fact. I mean, we did notice that after Gyökeres came off, they had more freedom because the defenders were able to join the attack, right? They had more possession, and with more possession comes more pressure, and with more pressure comes more opportunities, right? So we were kind of pinned back in the first half, but I can't blame Mikel for that sub because he wasn't producing anything up front. He wasn't involved at all. Whatever the case may be, he wasn't involved. So I probably would have made that change too. You know what I mean? We need something else in there because Martinelli. I think Martinelli was probably not Martinelli. Sorry, Odegaard was probably one of our worst players today, right? So I would have probably hooked him and Gyökeres. Those were the obvious changes. You know what I'm saying? In the beginning of the first half. But I'm not going to sit here today and blame Mikel, man. You can't blame Mikel for everything. And I've been critical of Mikel. But today, it's down to the players and the mentality, man. I'm not going to blame the coach. He put the best team out there, the most attacking team. That team should have won the game. That's the same team that slapped up Aston Villa 4-1. So what's the difference today? Aston Villa has been performing way better than Liverpool this season. And we were able to slap them up at home. So what was the difference with Liverpool? It's the same team. So I'm not blaming the manager. He put out the best possible team, the team that we had available, the best possible team we had available. It wasn't any defensive changes in there. Marino wasn't in there. Norgard wasn't in there. It was attacking minded. We had our attacking mindset team out there. So I'm not going to blame Mikel. It's not Mikel. This one is down to the players. The players did not stand up to the occasion. They did not rise to the occasion. The mentality wasn't there today. Doesn't matter what your manager tells you, bro. As a professional, you got to go out there and do the job. And that team was more than capable of getting the job done today, and they didn't. So how are we going to blame Mikel for this? And I've been very critical of Mikel at times. Today, it's not on the manager, man. I don't care what you tell me. This one is on the players, man. They did not perform. They look lost out there in the second half, bro. At home against Liverpool, bro. Come on, man. How many times are we going to allow Liverpool to get one over on us, bro? You know what I'm saying? Put on Eze. Eze, I mean, didn't give us much. Madueke was a live wire for a little bit. Martinelli came on. Controversy there is trying to, the guy had a bad injury. Bradley had a really bad injury, and he was trying to push a guy out of the field. I mean, everyone's going to have their different, outlook on that. But I mean, it seemed to be a bad injury. It just looked bad trying to push the guy off the field. I mean, it was emotions got high. Maybe the occasion got the best of the guys. You know what I'm saying? It was an opportunity. They know they could probably get to 8 points, push away from the chasing pack, and it just probably got to them. But this is on the team today. This is on the players, not on the manager, man. I don't care what you tell me. It's not on Mikel today. The team should have performed better. He set them up to win today. This was the best attacking team that we had. I'm going to say that. I'm going to continue to say that. Trossard has been on form. You know what I'm saying? Rice has been on form. Zimmerman hasn't been bad. Our defense, consistent. I would have probably started the same team. This would probably be the 11 that every Arsenal fan would probably pick today. So you can't blame the manager, man. Sometimes you just got to just lay the blame where the blame lies. And it's today the blame lies on the players. For me, my opinion. You have to be honest. Hopefully we could bounce back from this. I mean, we're still 6 points, you know what I'm saying, top of the league. So very disappointing, but we move, man. We move. We have a game coming up this weekend, um, FA Cup. So, let's see how we do. But it's just frustrating to see, these performances sometimes. And it's one off. I mean, I don't think we're gonna have another performance like this. We've never really done this back to back. So, you know, listen, take it with a grain of salt. We didn't lose, right? We're still 6 points ahead. So let's be positive and let's move forward. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me your thoughts today about the game. But again, very disappointing result. Very disappointing result from Arsenal today. 0-0 against Liverpool. Peace, guys. See you in the next one.